Today's lesson is going to be going over the C major scale, or just in general a major scale, and its different components and how it's constructed and what's inside of it. A major scale is just simply, or any key, any scale, is just a recipe. It is not the end product. We use it to create melody, harmony. Well, there you go, melody and harmony. That's about it. All right, I'm going to bring up the whiteboard here and show you what a C major scale looks like. As you can see, there are no sharps and no flats at all, so keep that in mind. Makes it a little easier to keep track of. And what's below it is just simply the number in the order of the scale that it falls. So 4, which is the F, falls on, it's the 4th degree. What I have below that is what's called whole steps and half steps. Now the order of whole steps and half steps will determine what type of scale that we have. Half step is indicated by the numerical half, and a whole step is generally indicated by the W. What I have written next to that is something called steps. So this order I want you to memorize. Just memorize whole, half, whole, half. 2 wholes followed by a half, 3 wholes followed by a half. That should be committed to memory because that will be the order for all major scales and keys to come. I'm going to flip this over and show you the order of chords. The scale written out again in beautiful penmanship. Almost looks like that C is trying to escape. The Roman numerals, Roman numerals indicate major and minor. Uppercase Roman numerals are major, lowercase are minor. This is the order of chords within any major key. We're just using C major here. Your first chord is major, your second chord is always minor, your third chord is always minor, 4th chord major, 5th chord major, 6th chord minor, 7th chord is something called diminished, which is what that tiny little circle indicates. Also the DIM below it. In the key of C, we can play a C major chord, a D minor chord, an E minor chord, etc. Committing everything to memory is probably one of the most important things you can do here. Just like in mathematics, you don't need to necessarily know how the equation came about to plug in the numbers to get your ultimate answer. So, C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. That's it. So if I wanted to make a song, I'm probably not going to go might be a good intro for a song, but it's going to get tiring quickly. So if I were to maybe do something like this, now I'm using the notes in the key to enhance chords or to make some movement between it to create some sort of melodic line. And I'm just improvising here. I'm using the scale to determine where I go next. And keeping it simple, I don't want to use a bunch of more complex jazz chords for you here. But do know that a simple chord like this can get just as complex as something like this. There are a million different varieties of these chords. So C major, C, first chord. Second chord is D minor. Now don't worry about the chords on the guitar so much. We're just trying to get the sound in your ear and the order of the chords. E minor. Now I'm going to play shapes that most of my students know for now. E minor, F, G. Now I can play the G like this as well if you're a guitarist. A minor. Now there's something called that B diminished. Don't worry about that for now. Back to C. Alright. So your order of chords, once again, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and then back again. Do know that your major scale is 2 whole steps followed by a half step, followed by 3 whole steps and a half step. Memorize these terms so when you encounter another scale, you'll be familiar with the terms and the process and all of that. So just memorize, memorize, memorize. Hey, thank you so much for joining me, and stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Take care.